Gentlemen, listen carefully. We're going to spill the beans on those secret signals your crush is sending. Guys, pay attention. You might just discover she's been into you all along. Ever caught her fixing her hair when you walk by? Or noticed her friends giggling and looking your way? Buckle up, because we're diving into the hidden world of female attraction. These subtle signs might just change your love life forever. You know that feeling when you're absolutely sure she's not interested, but then, bam, she does something that makes you wonder? Well, get ready to have your mind blown. We're about to reveal 10 signs that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about her true feelings. Let's jump right in with sign number 1. The lingering look. You've seen it before, that moment when your eyes meet across the room, and instead of quickly looking away, she holds your gaze for just a second longer than normal. It's like time stands still, and suddenly, you're the only two people in the world. This, gentlemen, is not just a coincidence. When a woman is interested, she'll often use eye contact as a way to silently communicate her attraction. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the duration of the look. Pay attention to her pupils. When we're attracted to someone, our pupils dilate. It's an involuntary response that screams, "I like what I see." So next time you catch her staring, take a closer look. Those big, bright eyes might just be telling you something important. Moving on to sign number 2, the touch test. Now, we're not talking about obvious flirting here. This is all about those subtle, seemingly innocent touches that leave you wondering if there was more to it. Maybe she brushes against you when walking by, even though there's plenty of space. Or perhaps she finds excuses to touch your arm or shoulder during conversation. These little moments of physical contact are her way of testing the waters and creating a connection. Here's a pro tip. If she touches you and then touches herself in the same spot, like brushing her arm after touching yours, that's a major green light. It's a subconscious mirroring behavior that shows she's in tune with you. Sign number 3 is all about body language. Picture this. You're talking to her in a group, and suddenly you notice her entire body is angled towards you. Her feet are pointing in your direction, and she's leaning in slightly. This, my friends, is what we call lobstering. Just like a lobster uses its whole body to move towards its target, she's subconsciously orienting herself towards the person she's most interested in, you. But wait, there's more. Keep an eye out for what she does with her hands. If she's playing with her hair, fiddling with her jewelry, or even just smoothing out her clothes more than usual, it's often a sign of nervousness and attraction. We tend to preen ourselves when we want to look our best for someone special. Now, let's talk about sign number 4, the laugh track. Have you ever noticed that she seems to laugh at all your jokes, even the ones that aren't that funny? Let's be honest, guys. Not all your jokes are winners. This isn't just politeness. It's a clear sign of interest. When we're attracted to someone, we tend to find them funnier and more entertaining than we might otherwise. But here's the real secret. Pay attention to how she laughs. A genuine, attraction-based laugh often comes with physical touch. She might playfully swat your arm or lean into you as she giggles. And if she follows up your joke with a witty comment of her own, that's her way of trying to impress you and keep the banter going. Sign number 5 is a modern classic, social media engagement. In today's digital age, her online behavior can speak volumes. Does she always seem to be one of the first to like or comment on your posts? Maybe she's even started tagging you in memes or sending you interesting links. This virtual attention is her way of staying on your radar and creating opportunities for conversation. But here's where it gets really interesting. Pay attention to the timing of her posts. If she's suddenly posting more selfies or photos of herself having fun right after you've been hanging out, she might be trying to catch your eye and show you what you're missing. Moving on to sign number 6, the Greeneyed Monster. Jealousy isn't always a negative thing. In fact, it can be a clear indicator of interest. If she seems a little off when you mention other women or becomes extra attentive when another girl is around, take note. This doesn't mean she'll be overtly rude or confrontational. Instead, look for subtle cues like her trying to steer conversations away from other women or positioning herself closer to you in group settings. Here's a sneaky test. Casually mention a female friend or coworker and see how she reacts. If she suddenly becomes very interested in this person, asking lots of questions about your relationship with them, it's often a sign that she's trying to gauge the competition. Sign number 7 is all about prioritizing your presence. When a woman is interested in you, she'll make an effort to be where you are. Does she always seem to show up at your favorite coffee shop or gym around the same time you do? Maybe she started joining activities or groups you're part of. This isn't stalking. It's her way of creating more opportunities to interact with you. But it's not just about physical presence. Notice how quickly she responds to your messages or calls. If she's consistently prompt in her replies, even during busy times, it's a good sign that you're a priority for her. Now, let's dive into sign number 8, the detail detective. When a woman is interested in a man, she becomes incredibly observant about everything related to him. Has she ever mentioned something about you that you don't remember telling her? Maybe she noticed a new haircut before anyone else, or remembered an obscure detail from a story you told weeks ago. This attention to detail extends to her actions too. If she remembers your coffee order or brings up a band you once mentioned liking, she's showing that she values the information you share and wants to make you feel special. Sign number 9 is a classic. Friends know best. Your friends can often pick up on signals that you might miss when you're caught up in the moment. If her friends seem to know a lot about you, or they start treating you differently, maybe they're extra friendly or tease her when you're around, it's often because she's been talking about you. Here's an insider tip. If her friends suddenly start making themselves scarce when you two are together, leaving you alone more often, it's probably not a coincidence. They're playing wing woman and creating opportunities for one-on-one time. Finally, we come to sign number 10, the future tense. When a woman is interested in a man, she'll often start including him in her future plans, even in subtle ways. Listen for phrases like, "We should try that new restaurant sometime," or "That movie looks great, we'll have to see it." This isn't just casual conversation. It's her way of testing the waters and seeing how you react to the idea of spending more time together. But it goes beyond just making plans. If she starts using we language more often or asking about your future goals and aspirations, she's trying to envision where you might fit into her life long term. So there you have it, guys. 10 secret signs that she might be interested in you. Remember, these signals rarely come alone. The more of these signs you notice, the more likely it is that she's got her eye on you. But here's the most important piece of advice. If you're interested too, don't just sit back and wait. Take the initiative, strike up a conversation, and see where it leads. After all, the greatest love stories all start with someone making the first move.